Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today is August the 1st, so it is time for us to reveal our August Junk Journal Madness theme and who is the guest collaborator that is going to work with us this month. And the theme choices came from that person. So, if you're new here, Junk Journal Madness, I started this in April. I believe it was April. I believe so. Um, and this was something I had been thinking about the end of 2023, where I just was like, I have so many journal ideas and so many journals I want to make. Where do I start? What do I make next? And I thought, well, you know what? I wonder if anybody else, um, has this concern. And I got the word madness because I was actually compiling all this in March. I was like, let's get on it, Susan, because this was one of my goals for 2024 was to start this. So I did the first 2 months hosting them, and then last month I'm recording this at the very end of July. In June, our guest collaborator was Amber from Night Owl Collage, and we just wrapped up July, where our host was Teresa Conway Hayes. So we're getting ready to reveal who our new collaborator is and what the choices are. And I'm going to run through this. This will be kind of a two-part video. So some of you who are familiar, get to a certain point, you can stop it. But for those who are new, I'm going to continue on with some of the things on these lists that are getting ready to come up. Everybody's welcome to join in. Join in when you can. I now have collaborators through February of next year. We're going to take December and January off. So if you are a YouTuber and you'd like to be a guest collaborator in 2025, just reach out to me here. My email is itotally@gmail.com or over on Instagram. You'll find me with the same name. All right, so this first list. So this is Google Doc. It's linked below. If you go through the Google Doc, anytime I make changes, you can just get that same link and go look at it. I will upload a PDF to my coffee shop. The only thing with that is I only update that once a month. So anytime I add stuff, you won't see it there until the new month starts. And our hashtag is Junk Journal or JJ Madness. All right. So page 1, which you really don't have to print out at all, is just journal themes, color ideas. And if you find something missing, let me know. I did add another line down here because I thought about some color choices, but this was a brain dump of just journal ideas that I had, and I had to put it on paper. I do have a question mark here. It should be a slash, so your copy will be corrected. But everything from just some theme ideas to color ideas on this side. We've done fancy tea party. We've done a recipe journal. Amber in June, we did a black and white. Where is it? Art / photography / writing. And she picked all of those, but you're welcome to just pick one when you see slashes. But I liked that she picked all three because you could really incorporate all three. It was a really cool journal. And we're, like I said, just wrapped up July where we did a vintage Victorian journal with Teresa. And so now we're going to get ready to choose our second one, our third one for August. These are items to include, and every month it changes. Your copy that you print out will already be different because I forgot tab. These are items that are already, these are items you're using to put in your journal. Now, sometimes I have some pre-made tabs from your Creative Studio, I believe it is. So I thought I'd put it on here because I might include one of those, which would be different from the next page, which we'll get to. And these are just things you would use to make those things. So if you're going to make tabs, you can mark what you use to make the tabs. But if you just use like a pre-made tab, right there, there's also like store-bought tags and store-bought labels because I have some from Hobby Lobby and Joann's. And once again, anything that's missing, will let me know. And then page 3 are the items you're going to make. And Amber and Teresa added in some things. They both had up tucks, so I added up tuck to that. And Teresa had vellum bag, and there's an envelope pocket. Amber had, oh, where was it? Oh, it's a tuck set where she had 3 things, and each one you could tuck into. It's kind of on the edge, but you really could scatter it somewhere. I took off the word pocket here for side tuck because really a side tuck is a pocket, so, but we don't really call it a pocket anyways. But once again, if you see something that's missing, oh, I added wraparound item because sometimes you make a tag, but it wraps around like the page from one, like the front to the back. That wallet pocket does that, but that's kind of a specific fold. And but anyways, we just highlight as we go. We'll roll a dice. A die, Susan. I don't know, it might be 2. We'll see. For the number of items to make and for the number of items to include. All right, so let's get ready to roll. All right, first, let's talk about who our guest collaborator is and what she provided 6 theme choices, and we're going to roll the small die and see which number it lands on. All right, ready? All right, our guest collaborator is Brittany Linger from Blinger Creations, and her 6 theme ideas are eclectic, summer, vintage, flowers and butterflies, colorful / rainbow, and orange and blue. She said those were her favorite colors. So she really kind of left these open. So summer could really go anywhere. Like, is it summer travel? Is it summer pool party? Summer at the beach? Summer fruits? Summer, if you're actually journaling, and then it could be, your summer, just journal the things you did. Eclectic, that's just everything. To me, nothing has to match. That's what that means to me. Vintage anything, so it could be vintage fashion, vintage travel, vintage recipes, vintage. We just did vintage Victorian. So if you didn't do that with us, you could always do that this month. Just be everything that looks aged, and it's just vintage. Nothing really, no theme to it, just aged looking. Flowers and butterflies, that would be cool. I've got lots of flowers and butterflies. Colorful rainbow, just making a colorful journal. And then orange and blue, which I kind of like because that's Astro's colors. All right, so let's get ready to roll the dice. Flowers and butterflies, you guys. That's wonderful because I have a ton of flowers and butterflies. I know Brittany loves stickers, so she probably has a ton of flowers and butterflies. And this could be, you could add a color to it. Like you're just going to do blue or pink, or you could even do vintage flowers and butterflies. But you can add on to your theme. So this is your main theme, flowers and butterflies. Okay, now we need to roll how many items we're going to need to include and how many we need to make. I always forget to write these words on here. Okay. Now, for include, these are dodecagons. Those are 12-sided dice. If it's under 10, I'm going to roll it again, and we're going to add them together. The make, I won't do that, but the include I will, because we probably include a whole lot of things. All right, so here we go. Okay, 7 plus 4 is 11. Okay, so we need to include 11 items. All right, let's switch dice. Let's use the orange one since that's Brittany's favorite, one of her favorite colors. And we're going to do how many items to make. If it's 5 or less, we'll roll the 6-sided die and add to it. 8. Okay, so I need to make 8 items. All right, so those are some small numbers. They're not super high, which means this doesn't need to be a really big journal like my Vintage Victorian. We had to make 12 items, and it's getting kind of chunky in there, but we only had to include 5 items, which you surpass very easily. All right, so we're going to make a flowers and butterflies journal. We're going to include 11 items and make 8. And we're going to keep track of Brittany on her channel, so she'll be linked below. And if you are participating, let me know. I probably should make like a little playlist so you can go to the playlist and catch everyone's videos. It's okay to take a break, every now and then if that's not a theme that you want to do. But I have a lot of things already made. I think that's one thing too that kind of made this journal a little big was, I had a lot of pockets. As you're seeing this, I'm not actually done with this, but these were all things I had pre-made that, fit the theme. So I have a lot of flower and butterfly things. So, in addition to 8 things I've got to make, like I could just make 8 pockets different pockets because I have so many cards, journal cards and tags made. And any type of journal. So you can, this was just made with a piece of scrapbook paper, a thicker double-sided type for the cover, and I just, it's one signature that was a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. For May, that fancy tea party, I did a paper bag, and it was like a trifle, so it was real small. I have an idea of what I want to try different for binding. Oh, the one for June, the black and white one, that was really neat. That was a different type of journal than I'd ever made. And the recipe one was material cloth covered, fabric covered. So that was fun. And sky's the limit. Maybe try to break out of your mold and try something new here in this series. And if you're a YouTuber, we'd love for you to join in and make some videos. I know Trish participates over at Crafting Whimsy with Trish, and Teresa participated this last month, and Amber the last 2 months. So absolutely would love for you to join in with us and let us know. We'll add you. Like I said, I think I'll make a playlist. I don't know why I didn't do that before, but we'll do it now. All right. So if you were just looking for this part, I'm done. I'm going to continue though with just talking about some of the items on here that you're like, what does that mean? Okay. So part 2. Let's start with, like I said, page 1 is just a journal theme brain dump. That's nice to print out though if you want to take that and keep that somewhere when you're looking for ideas. Items to include. Now, I really tried to keep similar things together, but as I had to add more things, some things might have gotten misplaced. But I tried to keep all the like sewing, haberdashery, those kinds of things over here. So you got all your twine, yarns, lace, trim, ribbon, fabric, elastic and applique. I added from Teresa. She had those on her list for July. Crocheted or knitted item because that was what I added to the front of my July journal. And you got a lot of things you're probably familiar with. Okay, crafting flowers. Those are the ones you buy, little flowers, little pre-made ones. Let's see, cupcake liners. Like I said, I add the word tab, so yours are going to look a little different because I didn't want to print again. But game pieces, puzzle pieces. A game piece would be anywhere from a card from a game, like a Monopoly card, to a Monopoly house. It's a game piece. Chess pieces, those things. So anything from a game. Let's see. Playing card, that would be, like your aces and your hearts and diamonds. Something wooden. Let's see. Anything. So these are all kinds of papers mostly here. Rolodex cards. Painty, inky papers. These are papers you've made. I have a little bag that whenever I spray or ink something and I've got leftover, I mop it up with paper. So a lot of it is inky papers. But if you do like jelly prints, that would be your jelly prints. Magazine ephemera. That might come out handy in this journal that we're getting ready to do. Adding machine tape. It was over here with receipt paper. I decided to make them two different things. But if I run out of room, I may have to go and put them back together. Or it might be back together on your end already. Paper ruffle. This is a pre-made. Like I have some that I got in a like a share, a Sunday share in a Facebook group. So I didn't make it. But if you make yours, that's going to be on the next page. It's a map. Okay, so these were added new from previous alteration, laundry tags, repair tags, inventory tags. So if you have a type of tag that's already pre-made and it's not on here, add it in, let me know about it, and I'll add it on to the list. Greeting card. I used a greeting card this past month. Piano roll. Amber told me to add that, and when she said that, I was like, I just got Braille paper from Teresa, so I added Braille paper. And then over here, I know I moved enamel dots. It was over here. Photo corners. Teresa had that, and then I came up and added those because I used the index card dividers. In fact, I used 2 in this past journal. Card catalog cards. I have some of those. I haven't used them yet. Recipe card dividers, because those are different from index cards, because these say, entrees, desserts, appetizers. And these are like letters and numbers. Postage stamps. Okay, store-bought tags and labels, because I have some from Hobby Lobby. All right, and so then page 3, this is the items to make. And we have some empty spots. We have more room. We can make it smaller font. We can make another column if we need to, but let's see. You just got your regular old tags. There's a jumbo tag. I have not made a waterfall tag. I really should try to. There's mini tags, shaker tags, shaker cards. I guess you could make that a shaker card. Tag with a pocket, tag with a belly band, tag with hidden journaling spots. If you want to make your own, like alteration, repair, layaway tags. That was the other one I had. If you want to make your own, because a lot of people make their, getting some crafty things and doing their own. Snippet rolls, mini notebooks, matchbooks, cluster, woven paper edges, labels, tickets, wraparound. Now, I added clusters to my journal, but they were all pre-made, so I don't believe I counted them in my count of things I needed to make. If I made a new one, I'd count it. So you could put it in there if you've made it, but if you didn't make it for the journal, fresh, you can't count it, but you can put it in there. The 4-angled pocket, let me show you what that looks like. That was from Rach and Bella, and I linked it in my part 4 video, I believe, for last month. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you. Okay, that's this one. So if you go check out my part 4, you'll see the steps that. I also have the link to Rachel. I forgot there's a pocket behind that. So there's one way back there, and then that one. It's actually inside the paper. this one. Actually, I think this is that called a 3-angle? I don't know. Okay, then there's library card pockets, corner tucks. You've got regular pockets, rectangle pockets. Sorry, not rectangle pockets. Pocket with a window, wallet pocket, pocket page. That's the whole page. Book page pocket, side tuck, up tuck, a tuck set. That's Amber did one. She had 3 images that she didn't glue all the way down, so you could tuck small things into them. You should go check out her video. I think it was her 3 part 2. Like she had part 3, part 2. Go check out Amber's videos. Banner, bookmarks, page edge. This is if you're making your own. Masterboard, Franken paper. You got all your journal cards over here. Amber made a journal card with a window. Now this is a tabbed item where the tab is built in. I did that in June, the black and white journal. Ink box, that's just a 3x3 little thing. That would be good to tuck into those little tuck sets. An envelope that folds out. So it looks like an envelope, but it has like a little closure where you can flip it out and it kind of rolls out and you have this long journaling space. I know Gail has made a bunch of those. A gusset envelope, a regular envelope, mini envelope pocket. Teresa had that on hers. A tip in or a flip out. If you make both, that's counted as one, that's counted as one. So that would be 2 separate things. Vellum bag, paper bag, like if you're making your own. Teresa added that one. 2 types of belly bands there. If you're making your own specimen card, that might be a good one for butterflies. So haven't been able to make that yet. Passport, ID cards, frame, postcard, paper flowers, ATC. So paper flowers might be good to make for this journal since we're doing flowers. Hidden or altered paper clips, dangles, tassels. Make your own paper beads, your own tabs, fabric flips, slow stitched piece. So once again, if there is something missing, let me know. And you may call it something else than what I'm calling it, so we can have that discussion too, like it's there. Excuse me. Like it's there, but we need to maybe put both names because some people may refer to it as one thing and others the other thing. All right, so flowers and butterflies include 11 items, and we're going to make 8 items. So 8 envelopes, tags, cards, anything from that 3rd page. And we're going to use 11 items. You might use quite a few of those items just making the journal. All right, I look forward to your creations. If you're not a YouTuber, but you're making it, you can always, if you're on Instagram, tag us over there. I think most of us are hanging out over there also. We'd love to see what you're making. And if you are a YouTuber, let me know and I will make sure to check out your videos, use that hashtag, and we'll add you to the playlist. All right, guys, I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.